Completely lost track of time, sorry. Anyway. Yeah, good to see you all. Wow. Greetings. Yeah, thanks, Ava, for letting me know. I was just lost track completely. Did you raise your hand, Christina? I wasn't sure. Saw movement anyway. No, okay. Yeah, no worries. Vedanta. Welcome.
Welcome. It's frozen, your picture is a little bit frozen.
Okay, give it a second and let's see if it is back.
Still frozen. I hear you, but the picture is frozen. Now it's better.
Okay.
Now it's coming. So
I
because,
hear you. Yeah, I hear you perfectly and
okay.
see you.
So because there was space and last time there was this much tension, and after we were sitting, very free energy, very light, and then 2 days later, in the breast area in the back, there is also, I have a lot of pain in the shoulders, and it feels some energy just moving up somehow, and just maybe a little bit presence in this.
Let's put any agenda.
Yes, right. Yes, yeah. Not making it. Yes, I understand. I understand. Yes.
Yeah. So beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. Very happy to rest with you.
Mm. The picture is still frozen again, but it feels still. I feel your presence.
So that's all that matters. And just if crying happens, just suppressing it, just letting it free. Yeah. It's okay. So okay. Mm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Don't need to understand, don't need to know why. Can you hold a second, please? Either Bengal or the rosehip pomegranate, whatever that is. 2 bags, please, yeah. Thanks. How's the feeling in your back now?
A lot of tingling is happening in the whole upper part. It is burning still, but yeah, but it feels
Without
like
any effort.
Yes, right. Yeah, it's moving. It's moving. The energy is moving. Yes.
It's moving. Yeah.
Yes.
Beauty.
Yeah. And it was before like something really heavy puts me down, and it's standing up, or coming more into my energy somehow, something like this. Yeah. And yeah. Like, oh,
Thank you so much.
yeah. Okay. Ah,
Thanks for that.
thank you, Aisa.
Yes. Lydiana.
Hello.
Hi. How's it to rest like this together?
Sorry. There was
How is
disruption
it for
on the.
you to rest like this together?
It's beautiful. It's as if things have come off, and now my heart is got like wings. Like it's so wide. It's beautiful.
Mm. Oh, beautiful. Very happy to hear.
Yeah. Thank you so very much.
Yeah. No effort, simple.
Yes.
Yeah. So welcome. So beautiful. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mm. Matisse.
Hey, Isaac.
Hi. Let you see if anything. What do you sense or know?
A lot going on in the body. A lot of movement. But there is also quite a lot of quite some resting.
Fantastic, yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting when there is movement, just to see if it's possible to let it do its thing without running with it, or without interpreting it, or without making it mean anything, without trying to repress it. Just trusting, just like we trust when we eat something that it's going to, nurture our bodies and will shut out what we don't need. Like that, we're just resting here in this. An exchange of information just in the being downloading, you could say like that. And what's useful, the nervous system will touch, it'll get new information, and what's not useful, it'll just pass through. Don't have to worry about it or trouble with it. It's just so gently, just tracking, just how the nervous system is with what's in awareness. Is there any resistance to it? Is there any agenda? Any ideas it's filtering? Everything. I mean, what you know of the universe is perceived through your senses, and it's all already in awareness. You can't keep it out even. Everything is here in who you are already. Yeah? So there's no question of that anything needs to be different. Yeah? Just noticing where there's some automatic movements related to sensation, basically. Something. Once it doesn't, that movement happens, you could say. Yeah. Nobody does that. Just
Yeah, I can see the subtle, this tiny movement of attention to some contraction or some energy, and then it's like, yeah, it's like just taking on this position within.
Yeah. Just seeing. Just beautiful. And that's all. Just to see it. Doesn't need to be different. Just notice it. Yeah. Like all the automatic unconscious movements that nobody is doing. It's just, the momentum of past information. When they get seen, they stop being unconscious, and so they tend to fall away. It's what used to trouble us doesn't. But it's not through any of it. It's just seeing. Seeing that whatever's happening, yeah. And it's so interesting, like there's where we rest together, where our attention is just gently including, and it starts to move out of any sense of me and you into just awareness, aware of itself. It's like that. It's no boundaries, no you, no me. Just this moment appearing in who we are. It can be noticed.
I have a little bit of a hard time to follow you, Isaac, because you're.
But the need to interpret starts. Okay. The wasn't that great, eh?
No, I think your connection maybe is.
My sound is jerky.
Yeah, and your image is hanging quite often.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try. Okay. I'm going to try something. Okay, now did that make anything any better?
Yeah, I think it's better now.
Okay, cool. I just quit some other browsers and Skype, so maybe that was using some bandwidth.
Yeah. It looks much better now.
Okay.
Mm. Yeah, I can see there's some energy that's yeah, there's a subtle something that cannot relax yet.
You know, that whatever that is, it stems from a habit of attention that's dualistic. So in this moment, just here now, the entire universe is appearing in awareness, perceived through the senses. So just take a moment and see if that's true. And everything, what you call me, what you call time, space, all appearing in awareness in this moment. Already. You can't keep it out. Any resistance to the sensations of this moment only adds another layer to the experience of now, not more. It adds another sense of self and another sense of things, yeah? But it's all appearing in awareness already. That's the way it is.
Yes.
So the moment our attention starts to focus in a way where it seems like there's two, it seems like there's uh, me and my experience, rather than there's just experiencing and there is no me and it doesn't belong to me. It's just experiencing happening within awareness. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, that me is appearing as well. But
That me appears from, thought that there's a me that can do something about something, or that then I could do it right and I could do it wrong. I mean, all of that comes into view in an instant. Just looking through that filter, there's a me that, rather than there's just this moment in which everything is appearing. And if we're honest, we can't describe it, and we don't really know what's happening. It's, So there's noticing that happens, and there's something deeper than the noticed and the noticing. Something that's aware of even the activity of noticing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Matisse.
Thank you, Isaac. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Christina. So when you have a big lake, and on the surface of the lake, there's ripples. Are the ripples the lake?
the lake identifies with the ripple.
It's- no, but the question remains: is are the ripples the lake?
Yes, of course.
Like when you look in the mirror, and there's an image in the mirror. Is the image in the mirror the mirror? No. Yeah. So beyond the ripples, beyond the image, and then beyond the mirror, beyond the lake, and then speak. And that speaking will probably be silence.
Mhm.
Anything you wanted to speak? No need to make anything up, but
Um, Not at the moment.
perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you. Varesha.
Just connect.
Chester.
Hi, Asa.
Hi.
Can you hear me? Good.
I do.
Okay, cool.
Anything you want to speak?
No.
Judy? No,
Thank you.
No, thank you. Oh, okay. Christina. Hi.
I have a question for you now. How do you experience yourself
Sorry,
most of the time?
I didn't hear the
How do
beginning
you,
of the
how
show.
do you how do you experience yourself most of the time during your day? Do you experience yourself as you see like everything is one picture, or you tune in a different states during your day? How exactly it manifests for you from the point where you are now? Because when we relate, it seems when we relate to each other, there's always me and you know, mother, father, daughter relationship. So this all appears and it's play happen, you know. But of course, the sense that the source and all of this appears in front of it. But how do you often experience that all of this is one picture for you? Can you share what's your experience?
It's quiet. There's a deep resting. There's not much other than practical thought that comes. Just like, oh, I need to buy some milk, or I need to, you know, yeah. So there's practical. It's pretty simple in a way, not gratefulness.
But at this moment, for example, do you feel like it's awareness talking to awareness? Or what is your experience, for example, right now?
As there's a resting together, how do you sense the invitation that's coming through this expression of life?
Just no words, it's just vibration,
Yeah,
all thought.
yeah. So it's kind of like that, yeah. Just
Mhm. And then there is everything appear, the doing appear, I'm doing appear, I'm talking to somebody appear, the roles appear and everything in it.
yeah, yeah. And that it's just like a flow of like a tree growing or something like that, or the wind blowing or
Mhm.
see it doesn't seem to even reference itself as how do I experience it? Just there's experiencing, but there's not someone that's experiencing. There's just life happening. Yeah. So it doesn't seem to frame itself that way.
There is this, mhm. See, I have a feeling of I'm using this body always, you know, location, I'm using this body. And there is like a sense that there is more of this. So there is like, you can just tune out of this, you know, you don't have to experience this location. And you look like this location, like I'm looking through this windows, you know, like
Yeah. So
it doesn't
so
have to
in
be this
other
way.
words, yeah. So
Mhm,
there's a noticing. There's a noticing of that. Yeah.
mhm. Yeah.
And which is beautiful. And so what is it that notices that? Or there is some intelligence, some thing that recognizes that that's kind of a
Mhm,
filter that everything
yeah.
is going through. So that which
Mhm,
recognizes that, that habit of, that perceptual habit, you could say, it's a habit. It has a certain momentum to it. It's familiar. And so, and something within that habit is starting to reveal itself. And so there's a recognition. Oh wow, that's that's happening. Nobody's particularly doing it. It's just like somehow consciousness is looking through that old filter, and it's starting to come into view. It's starting to, yeah, be seen, I would say.
mhm.
So it's not nowhere to get to. It's just like, to say it's like a baby learning to walk. At first, maybe it's holding on to something to balance itself, but at some point it's free and it just can move. So it's just a natural process, and
Mhm.
it's, yeah. So yeah, it's
But there
nothing,
is at the same time,
Mm.
mhm, the thought comes that, well, if you're not going to experience yourself kind of located, how are you going to experience this particular view and aspect of God if you're going to melt with the wall and trees? And it can be like that. It manifests in on multiplicity, diversity in its aspects as well. So there is kind of this, duality happens, that kind of, yeah, but at the same time, it's tasting this particular vision through this particular, body and mindset and conditioning, whatever it is, because if there will be like everything like you can kind of stay like this all the time, like everything is one picture either. It's kind of, it can come and go. It's kind of something that it tunes into. There is a sense of that intuitive sense. I don't know how, what's your point on that
Yeah.
would be.
So as this intelligence of life looks through that particular question, there's a certain sense of self and certain sense of reality, you could say like that.
Mhm.
Not right, not wrong, not good, not bad, just and as we rest here together, something happens. I don't know how to describe, but something happens. And yeah. How would you describe what changes?
No desire for anything.
Yeah,
No desire
something
for
like,
knowing anything,
yeah,
for
exactly,
changing.
something relaxes. Yeah, something quietens. Yeah,
And
and
recognition of
yeah, that which is always here.
whatever question comes, it comes from the phenomena.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, exactly. And nothing wrong with it. It's perfect. It's beautiful expression. It's fine. It's welcome.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And still there is a sense of me in that.
Yeah. And that sense of me comes and goes.
Mhm.
Yeah. what to do. And just look very carefully. What is that sense of me? You're here, and there's a sense of me, and then tiredness comes and you go to sleep, and maybe there's dreams, and then deep sleep, and me is gone.
Mhm.
And then
Something recognizes that there are no me, was no me at that night. Deep sleep,
and then
no dreaming.
and then waking happens, and like an activity starts up. Where am I? What's going on? How do I feel? What do I have to do? And the sense of me arises again. But if that gets very quiet, then again this me disappears. It's just it's an activity without it, and it's an activity involving memory, and so it's nothing wrong with it. I think it's a way of functioning, you could say, a way of context. So yeah. I remember that little being there is somehow related to me, and so I called her my child. And they need feeding or whatever. They have school or something, and yeah. So then it takes care. It does its thing.
There is actually a lot of appreciation and gratitude for life the way it is.
Yeah.
Comes a lot.
Yeah, and so
because you know that all of this is phenomena and kind of something recognizes that, and there is more gratitude and appreciation for that.
Exactly. And so it can be, you look at this little being and you say, that's my child, or you see, oh wow, that's an expression of this great intelligence. It's not, just that varies according to the view at the moment. It's just
yes, there like more intuitive connection with that, like it's more present. Lately it's more present of that than the small confine. It's kind of everything like more seen. They're like less of me, I'm here, my problems and all that. It's kind of okay, everything can be changed. There is a knowledge, recognition that anything can be dropped, many things can be changed. And even if you don't change, everything is just good.
is
Everything
changing.
is just perfect. Yeah, it is changing, and you feel like everything is just fine. The feeling of everything is good. Yeah, and everything has place, and yeah, in life.
Thank you.
So much.
Marcus.
Hello, Isaac.
Hi. At the level of energy, where does anything begin and end, eh?
No beginning and no end.
And just a flow. It's so amazing. Every breath we're breathing in millions of bacteria and viruses and all kinds of life forms and intermingling with this life form. And it's just a dance. It's incredible. And yeah, somehow all of that comes in and gets distributed through the whole, goes through the veins and becomes us, and we breathe out a bunch of other stuff. It's just, it's an incredible dance. Yeah.
Mhm. It feels much more quiet now.
No, fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you.
Kitty. Yeah. Brigitte.
Hey, Isaac. Good morning. Good
Good
afternoon.
morning. Yeah.
Yeah. I have two things I really would like to sit with you, and I have, say, an exploration of what you'd advised me to do 2 weeks ago about meeting the moment as the beloved.
Mm.
And I discovered something really, really beautiful. It's that when I started out, it was like meeting the moment as the beloved. So the moment was the beloved. And then I thought, no, that's not, it feels okay. And it was nice, but was not that. So then I practiced being me as the beloved, meeting the moment, me as the beloved. But that still was a split. You understand?
Mm.
Yeah. So then it was just like as the beloved.
Mm.
So it seems like a little mental exercise, but it wasn't. It was really like
I
a
get it.
discovery
And a deep inquiry, a really deep inquiry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because there was, it kept on making it the sentence kept on making it a duality in my experience. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was really, it makes it so simple in that sense. If you only have as the beloved, and everything is included in that.
Mm.
Yeah. And that's something I find very hard to feel when my kids don't want to get together and they want to stick to the government rules as only one person visiting while each one is visiting each other. Everyone sees each other individually, but they don't want to come together for a group gathering.
Mm.
So then, as the beloved is out the window, yeah, that came up yesterday. I thought, oh my God, this is really a territory where I'm deeply invested in.
Yeah, well, you know, even to say that you're invested, there's just a thought.
I know, with my feelings, with my you know with my identification, so to speak.
Yeah.
Or
Who does that?
at that time,
Really?
at that moment, I think I'm all it. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand it. But it's just at this moment when you look, you see somehow there's the momentum of past thoughts and ideas and playing, and then somehow they seem more important than this inquiry. And yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay. And seen. Wow, what a trip.
Yes, I worked on it the rest of the day when it came up, and bringing myself back to peace and love as the beloved.
You know, what's always helpful is like you see an expression of totality that you call my child.
Mhm.
And then there's some sense of that expression has choice. I'm making the wrong choice.
I don't know. Yeah. What is
It looks that way, yeah.
Yeah.
And then of course from that perspective there's an upset. Wow. They're
Yeah.
making the wrong choice. Yeah. And it's just thoughts and ideas, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So that's this actually the same as someone saying what happened to me this week too. A very dear girlfriend saying that she wanted to change the way we were befriending each other because she didn't like it the way it was.
Mm.
And then seeing it the way as the beloved, it's all good.
It's just life expressing that way.
Yeah.
And then not with, you know, it's like then remaining as the beloved rather than remaining as
Yes, in turmoil.
yeah, a turmoil, yeah.
Yeah. That is such a richness, because this morning I woke up, it was 5 degrees here with a northeastern wind and minus 12 outside. So it was like, okay, no upset. This is it. And it's, yeah. Can I sit with you for a little bit? Little bit?
With pleasure, with pleasure.
Thank you. is, I don't know, I have words for it. It's just tears well up.
Mm. Mm.
Thank you.
Thanks, Priyata. Armin.
Hello.
Bye.
Oh, it was lovely to hear what the others said, especially Christina with her questions to you. That was very good. Liked it. It was so so open, and she really wants it. That's lovely. For myself, I have no real question.
Yeah.
If you want to say it with one word, happy.
How lucky.
Happy. And for me, the strongest thing is emotion, but it's not an emotion that comes and goes. It's something more stable, and out of that comes all questions or things I want to know vanish because it makes so happy. It fulfills. It needs nothing, and it starts something like loving affair with this, and I don't have to work to think about it. No, it's there. I love it so much, and it loves me, and I try to find words for it, and they love the words, and boy, and who am I is not so important. It's beautiful. Simply so beautiful. It's calm, it's silence, it's peaceful, it's unbelievable friendly, and I
Beauty.
found out that if I see the beauty in others, in my sons or whatever, it has much more sweetness and much more fullness if there is not an I, if there's not me, if it's not, I want to grab it, I want to take it. No, I let it free and just see it. And I got it much more than if I would try to take it as a person. It's open, it's free, it's there, and it's so lovely to see it, and it's somehow I'm being it. It's and it's really lovely in your group with all people, and there's not one I said no. All this is away, away, away. It's all lovely. It's all good. It's sure. It was exactly the missing part with this meeting. You and you show it without words, without you just be it, and oh, and this is much more easy to let it in than to try to fix it with words or with the mind or his becoming something. No. Let it all free. just in this lovely emotion. It loves. And the more I'm away, the more love there is. And yeah, love to you all, love to you. It's really good to be with you all. Thank you.
Oh.
What a jump. What a jump with you all. Thank you. Thank you to all. That's it.
Yes.
I had no clue as I raised my arm what will come out or what will happen. Just this surfing on this emotional wave. It's doing all. It cares for me. It looks for me. It's behind me. It's surrounding me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I close my microphone. Thank you. It's enough to be part. It's to be inside. Lovely.
Loving love, yeah, just the sweetest. Eva.
It's a little bit on the edge with the time.
No worries. We started a little late, so by this time anyway.
Thank you.
Thank you for hosting.
How
Thank
are
you
you
to all.
feeling, by the way? Are you like health-wise?
I think okay. I mean, sometimes I have strange sensations, and I never know what that means. But I'm going to go get a checkup and see what the sophisticated equipment can tell me. But I'm not concerned somehow. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Felt so much love.
Yeah. Yeah. Love to all. Ciao for now.